Now, the Comey disaster continues to get worse for President Trump as the FBI is beginning to rally around its former head. Now, it turns out that he seemed to have been well liked by the FBI, by people in the Bureau. That's very interesting. Now, with the entire thing essentially blowing up in Donald Trump's face, we now have the President of the United States threatening the former director of the FBI on Twitter. Now, here we go. In a tweet, Trump suggested that there might actually be tapes of a private conversation between he and Comey. Now, let's see. He tweets out, James Comey better hope that there are no tapes, in quotation marks, of our conversations before he starts leaking to the press. Well, now, wait a minute. Did you just admit that you might have been wiretapping James Comey? Oh, no, see, it's in quotation marks, which, according to Spicer, doesn't actually mean physical wiretapping. No, it just means some sort of surveillance activity. Oh, that's very interesting. Now, the Washington Post notes that Trump used a similar construct in 2 of his March 4th tweets, accusing President Obama, without any evidence, of course, of wiretapping his campaign offices. Trump put out the words, wiretapped, in quotation marks, which White House Press Secretary Sean Spicer later argued meant only surveillance activities, more broadly as opposed to physical, actual wiretapping, which would be illegal. Now, so maybe he wiretapped him and maybe he didn't. Okay, I don't know. What I do know is that Trump's a pathological liar. So I honestly have no idea if he did it or if he didn't did it or what he could actually gain from this. Right now, it seems like he is desperate and unhinged. Okay. So, now the Post also writes that Trump's tweet about Comey was also likely a reaction to the New York Times report published on Thursday night, detailing a one-on-one dinner Trump had with Comey shortly after the inauguration. Now, Trump is out there claiming, Comey came to me, begged for his job. I said no. Or maybe. I don't know. Okay, interesting. Now, the report said that Comey has told associates that during that dinner, Trump asked Comey during their conversation to pledge his loyalty to him, not once, but twice. Hey, Comey, will you pledge yourself? Kiss my ring. Kiss my ring, Comey. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to kiss your ring. How about you kiss my ass? I'm not going to stop investigating you in Russia. I'm not going to stop doing my job. And like, right or wrong, what he did to Hillary Clinton, I believe was ridiculous and wrong. Certainly Trump doesn't agree with that. But look, you can't just go around and swear fealty to a president. And that's exactly what Trump, according to this report, was trying to get Comey to do. And Comey says, I'm not interested. Okay. Now, the other part about that is that is kind of something that dictators do. Again, kiss my ring, right? No, your loyalty to the FBI director should be to the people and to the Constitution, not just to one particular president. This is Nixon type of shit, okay? Now, in fact, presidential historian Michael Beschloss tweeted, presidents are supposed to have stopped routinely taping visitors without their knowledge when Nixon's taping system was revealed in 1973. That was a big, big scandal of what happened. So, okay, big scandal. So if this happened, which we don't know because we don't have any physical proof of it, but Trump just said it, which makes me think, do you have tapes? Are you taping people? Why would you do that? Or why would you admit that? That's weird. What is going on here? What is going on here? I mean, if this is, say this is true. So what are you afraid of? And what are you afraid is going to be revealed by James Comey? What would he leak to the press? What are you worried about? If there's nothing there, then why tweet out this specific threat? See, this is weird. This is very, very strange. And again, very strange, right? Now, first you fire him, right? Then we get some ridiculous excuse about why you fired him. Oh, no, I'm defending my good friend Crooked Hillary, which, by the way, I said should be locked up, should go to prison. Oh, really? You're defending her honor? That's weird. I don't believe that for a second. And not only that, then you say when that whole excuse fell through, he was just doing a bad job. He was bad at his job. Well, what was his job? Oh, his job was investigating you. Oh, that's what it was. Interesting. Now, also, after that, you also said, oh, you know what? I fired Comey because he was a showboat. He was a grandstander. That's what he was. I'm a completely humble person, but you sir, are grandstanding on this whole thing. I had to get rid of you. Really? Turns out he can't stand people who grandstand, which, again, I don't think Comey was doing. As much as I don't like him, I don't think Comey was grandstanding at all. I generally believe that he believes that he was doing the right thing in both the Hillary case and with Trump. And now, after all this, you threaten him. Well, it makes people think, even if you've done nothing wrong, the way that you have played this makes a lot of people think that, what has the FBI got on you? For you to go out and to make these irrational threats for no reason. Well, maybe there's a reason there. I don't know. Maybe there is nothing. Or maybe that's why they're investigating. His reaction makes it feel as if there might be something to find. And maybe there is, and maybe there isn't. But doing this, he's only making the situation worse by acting like a fucking child. Look, he's a baby. He's got no control. Baby, sad. Disaster. No idea what he's doing. His administration at this point seems to be falling apart. And all while this is happening, by the way, and all while the media is concerned and is talking about these tweets, Trump's cabinet is making sure that they do as much damage as possible. Jeff Sessions, he's escalating the drug war. He's trying to cut taxes. Trump's trying to cut taxes on rich people himself and corporations. Doing another giant tax holiday where the rich are going to rake in billions of dollars. He's trying to destroy your health care. He's eliminated a lot of Obama regulations on the environment. He's doing all this stuff, and his administration is doing all this stuff behind the scenes, while we are all distracted with his shenanigans. Is there something here? Is there something here? I don't know, but it is very interesting to talk about, and unfortunately it does tend to distract from some of the stuff he's actually doing. And now, I think that there is something going on, and that maybe there is maybe this is a distraction, or maybe he is going down and he's going to try to take as much of the government he can down with him. Ironically, if some of you I know wanted to burn it down, well, you might actually start getting your wish, except that he's putting a torch to everything that is good and decent in the government and bringing back everything that is bad. So, look, to me, if you ask me for my personal opinion, and again, I don't have a ton of proof on this, I do a lot of speculation when it comes to Trump or Russia, and I'm honest about that. But to me, the way that it looks to me is that it's not an issue of, or not a question of whether or not Trump is going down. It is a question of when he is going down and just how much damage he's going to do on his way out. Again, that's my opinion. I could be wrong on this, but from everything that I've seen, it is way too suspicious. There is way too much stuff, way too many questions going on for me to just simply ignore it outright. So I'm being very suspicious of the government. I'm being very suspicious of Trump, and very suspicious of everything that's going around. And I think a lot of people would be served better by asking more and more questions. Hey everybody, thanks for watching this video. If you want to see more like this, please hit the subscribe button below. And if you want to support truly independent progressive media, please consider becoming a patron at patreon.com/TYTNation.